Now Brant is set to release in just under a couple of weeks, and as much as there are likely many players intending to pull him regardless, others might now be a bit uncertain due to the recent controversy that has been raised due to Brant's kit. As I did point out in my Brant guide I released a week ago, which I am very thankful for the support it has received, Brant does have specific requirements with the amount of energy regen needed in order to maximize the capabilities of his kit. So for those same reasons, it has been stated that building Brant causes too much of an issue to consider pulling for and requires too much investment. With that, I'll be focusing on exactly how difficult it will be in order to maximize Brant's kit, the requirements to just utilize his kit at a good level, then I'll wrap it up with if it's really worth summoning for Brant. Before we jump into it, as always, would really appreciate it if you could subscribe for more WutheringWaves content and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Now as for the obvious, Brant without a doubt is going to be more difficult to build than most characters, since he is a sub DPS / support and will require crit rate and crit damage substats like any other damage dealer, but in addition will require a lot of energy regen. Now Brant requires energy regen to achieve two different objectives. The easier one would be to fulfill the energy regen requirement to activate the Tidebreaking Courage 4-piece effect. In specific, the 4-piece effect provides an unconditional 15% attack bonus, but with Brant achieving 250% energy regen, he also receives a huge 30% attribute damage bonus. So the minimum threshold in order to simply activate the 4-piece effect is 250% energy regen, which is quite high and makes this set only viable for Brant as of now. Then the second objective for Brant would be to reach 280% energy regen in order to maximize the attack bonus provided from Theatrical Moment and My Moment. Upon reaching 280% energy regen, Brant gains an attack bonus of up to 1560 from Theatrical Moment. So considering Theatrical Moment will have 100% uptime by default, it will be insanely valuable for Brant as it will enable him to deal significantly more damage. To go further beyond, the My Moment is activated when Brant pops the Liberation and will last for a total of 12 seconds. But for those 12 seconds, Theatrical Moment is replaced with My Moment, leading to the 1560 attack bonus being replaced with a 2600 attack bonus, and to obtain the entire attack bonus, once again will require Brant to reach 280% energy regen. Now in terms of how difficult it will be in order to reach those requirements, considering Brant will have a base of 100% energy regen, then factoring in the 2-3 cost echoes with energy regen main stats providing a total of 64% energy regen, then the Tidebreaking Courage 2-piece effect providing an additional 10% energy regen, Brant without a weapon will have a total of 174% energy regen. Now then considering a weapon within the build, the only viable one-handed sword with an energy regen main stat aside from the signature will be the Overture, which is a Gacha 4-star weapon and provides a 51.8% energy regen main stat alongside 8 concerto energy when activating the resonant skill every 20 seconds. So factoring in the Overture will bring the total energy regen Brant holds up to 225.8%, which is 24.2% off from achieving the 250% requirement from the Tidebreaking Courage 4-piece effect. Now then considering the energy regen substat rolls on the echoes, there are in total 8 different variations of an energy regen substat you would be able to pull on an echo, with the lowest being 6.8% energy regen and the maximum being 12.4% energy regen. So to just go with the average of 10% energy regen per echo, you would need to pull a 10% roll on 3 echoes in total in order to achieve the 250% requirement with the Tidebreaking Courage echo set, since it does bring Brant's energy regen to a total of 255.8%. So that would already be the first energy regen objective out of the way for Brant, and that's with a 4-star weapon and obtaining energy regen on 3 echoes out of 5. Now rounding it to 256% ER and just sticking with that as the build, with there being a total of 24% energy regen missing to cap out the attack bonus, there will be an attack loss of 288 with Theatrical Moment and a 480 attack loss with My Moment. Now of course that is a considerable amount of attack lost, but we can't ignore that that Brant will still receive 1272 attack bonus with Theatrical Moment and 2120 attack bonus with My Moment, which will likely place his attack between 3000 and 4000 and possibly even a bit higher. So both attack bonuses are still massive and will definitely allow Brant to deal significant damage. Though even with the attack bonuses aside, simply with the damage multiplier of his enhanced resonance skill Return from Ashes at level 1 being 950% is insane. For reference, Camellia's ephemeral attack has a damage multiplier of 635% at level 1 and is considered as one of the best nukers in the game. Therefore, Brant is going to hit like a truck, and let's not forget, he is meant to be a sub DPS / support, which will be capable of healing by a considerable amount, providing a shield to the active resonator, and will provide a stacked outro skill buff. So ultimately, Brant will cap out the attack bonus at 280%, but doesn't necessarily need to reach 280% energy regen and isn't exactly going to be unplayable if you don't reach it, given he should perform at a good level even if you were to achieve around 256% energy regen. Though, as we're intending to maximize the attack bonuses from Theatrical Moment and My Moment, of course you would need to properly invest in Brant's Echoes just like any other character, and so sticking with the same 10% average energy regen roll, if you were to pull 10% ER on all 5 Echoes, then it would bring Brant's total energy regen to 275.8%, which is pretty much 280% since there's just 4.2% energy regen missing. Another perspective would be that it will be an attack loss of 48 with Theatrical Moment and 80 attack with My Moment. Of course, if you either get insanely lucky and pull higher energy regen rolls or invest enough, you can reach 280% energy regen with the Overture. But I don't see it being that necessary as there is hardly any difference. So ultimately, even without the signature weapon, I don't believe Brant is going to be that problematic. Though with that said, if you do pick up the signature weapon, it would obviously make Brant easier to build just like with every other character and their dedicated weapon. In specific, I do expect the weapon to share the same energy regen main stat as the Shorekeeper signature, being a total of 77%. With that, it will be significantly easier to reach 280% energy regen and you would have much more flexibility, since it will provide the opportunity to maximize crit stats and to possibly swap out an energy regen 3 cost for a fusion damage bonus 3 cost. In addition, it will definitely provide a basic attack damage bonus of minimum 48%. Therefore, just like every other signature weapon, once again, it will allow building the dedicated character to be much easier. So with everything considered, whether you should pull for Brant will pretty much depend on your account and preference above all. As mentioned, I've seen many people say they will pull Brant regardless, which is great, since if you do like him, then that's the most important factor to consider. Although if you are slightly concerned about his performance, if you are skipping the signature weapon but at least have the Overture on your account, then Brant will still be fine to pick up as long as you do invest in farming for the Tide-Breaking Courage set. Although if you don't have the Overture, of course there is a chance you do pull it when summoning on any banner, but it may also take a while, and so then it might be better for your account to skip Brant, since then the only option you have is a 3-star weapon, which I wouldn't recommend for anyone to use. Other than the weapon, whether you have Changli on your account will be another huge factor, since if you do main Changli, then Brant will synergize extremely well alongside her. Of course, Brant will synergize with many other characters since he buffs both resonant scale damage and fusion damage, but will specialize in playing alongside Changli and will amplify her damage to another level. So if you do enjoy playing with Changli, then Brant will be somewhat of a must pull. If you don't, he will still offer a lot of value to your account but wouldn't be as necessary. All in all, Brant's kit is insanely stacked since he is pretty much an all-in-one and performs exceedingly well in every role. At first he does take some time getting used to with his fast-paced playstyle, and without a doubt will require more investment than most, and energy regen substats are definitely sometimes a pain to roll for. But an important factor to also consider is that Brant isn't even out yet, and there's loads of people annoyed about reaching 280% energy regen, when in fact he most likely won't need that much and will perform perfectly fine with much lower ER. So ultimately, I don't believe Brant is going to be that difficult to build, since if you dedicate a good amount of time to invest in his build, would be expected to still be an amazing character that can offer a ton of value. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe for more WutheringWaves content, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Also, comment down below your opinion on his kit and whether you are still pulling for him or are you skipping. And yeah, hope to catch you guys later.